Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Today is March the 25th, Monday, March the 25th, 2019. And this is Meri at TheMeriAtelier. I'm awake. I'm coffee. It's hazelnut. It's a little hot. I just made it. It's good. I've got a lot of things on my art desk this morning, a lot that I need to get done. So, yeah. Ooh, looks like I spilled a little there. Let's wipe that up. Whoops, I spilled some more, I think. No. There we go. Okay. Good morning, Barb. Good morning. Good morning. I was thinking about you. I was thinking I bet you'd be the first one in here this morning because you're usually up and going, probably before me, because you're an hour ahead of me. How are you doing this morning? So, yesterday I was in Tanya's group, her Totally Junk Journal page. Yeah, and I finished it. So I said I would show it the first thing so that she can see it and then go on with her day. So here it is. This is the page, which was just a mailer that I opened, a big envelope that I opened up on the sides. And then she had us cut strips of corrugated cardboard and roll them up into little circles like this. And this one became a journal charm. Yeah, that was, put mine on a bobby pin. And then we glued some down like this. And then we just glued some like that. This was a jelly print paper that I had. Lots of back paint. Oh, I'm so sorry, Barb. Washing and painting. Yeah, you did all that this weekend. Between you and Becky, I don't know what we're going to do with you folks. And Jeri. We're going to have to put you all on bed rest, I think. Make you watch YouTube videos. Let's get my YouTube channel going here so that I can read chat. I have to connect to the internet here. And YouTube. Yeah, YouTube. And then I go to my channel. And there I am. So I can see this a little bit better. Hi, Angela Snyder. Good morning and welcome. Welcome, welcome. You was just trying to watch Tanya? Angela, I don't think we've seen you in here before. Welcome. Are you from the States or are you international? I get a lot of international folks in my streams, my early morning streams, because it's afternoon for them. So I always ask. Yeah, the bird was a wooden piece. And that I just stamped on the jelly print, and the little houses here. There's another little house over here. I cut those out of a report cover, but I didn't save them because they didn't print off too good. So then when you open it up, you get this. So, and I just played, this is more jelly print paper and some Tim Holtz collage paper in there. Here's one of my peacock image transfers, some scrap ribbon that I had left from my bank book, a necklace piece, and here's the card. The front of this card said, don't put it off. This was a mailer to get your car checked up. You know, take it in for an oil change and everything. It was one of those big postcards. Oh, Illinois, close to Chicago. You've been in and out every morning when the bell goes off, sometimes just watching. Well, you're more than welcome to just watch, but thanks for popping in to chat this morning. I used to live in Madison, Wisconsin, so I've been to Crystal Lake several times. I used to go over to a needlework shop over there in Crystal Lake, but I'm back in Nebraska now, so, but welcome, welcome. So this is the inside, and the card here says, when making by hand means making a mess, your hands could use hand. And I think it was an ad for either soap or some sort of a faucet, you know, connection to a faucet. Okay, well, I usually start out slow in the mornings, and then people start coming in a little after 6. Maybe some of the early birds get in here a little bit earlier. So, but then you open it up, and here's the card. And we did this kind of a mine. I told Tanya that mine. Well, see, it's half circles there. It's kind of a play on a pop-up in a way. Mine's a beginner one. I told Tanya mine was beginner. My circles aren't perfect here. And then this was just kind of like a little banner. And I had a scrap postcard that I stamped my little Penelope off on. And this was a wooden heart that I'd gotten in Happy Mail from somebody. And a dictionary page. And then she had a stamping with these little round pieces too. We rolled them up. These were just strips of corrugated cardboard that we cut 1/4 inch strips, or maybe 1/2 inch here, and rolled them up and glued them together. And then I just rubbed gold paint on mine. It seemed to work pretty good. But we stamped with them too. Mine didn't stamp too good. It seemed like the outer edges wanted to stamp, but the inner edges didn't. So we just made a card. Had a lot of fun doing that. And then this is the back where I put some more of those strips, kind of curly cued them. So I had a lot of fun making this. Just a lot of fun making it. And in fact, what I want to do, this is a bobby pin. Instead of paper clips, I like to use bobby pins, the long ones like this. I get them at Walmart. They're the long ones. I pay $1.34 here for 18 of these long ones. And this one's glued on now. But what I want to do while I'm out here, let me set this aside. I have this gold Krylon pen. And I'm going to paint them gold. Just like that. I think this is metallic. I think this will work on here. It seemed to work on my page, so we'll see if it works on here. And then I'll just let this dry, and then I'll have gold bobby pins. Although you could probably buy them gold. But, you know, I've got to play. Yeah. Now I'm wanting to do the other side, but I'm not sure. Let's turn it over and see what kind of damage I do. Doesn't take long. These gold Krylon paint pens. I got this at the True Value hardware store. They're kind of hard to find. I find mine at True Value. I really do like them, though. They've got a lot of juice to them. There we go. We'll just set this aside to dry, and then I'll have some gold bobby pin embellishments, sort of gold. Okay, we did that. Yeah, I like the longer ones. If you're going to use the shorter ones, you might as well use paper clips. That's good coffee. Well, I worked in my journal this weekend, but I'm opening it up to get my checklist. I've been putting my little checklists in here. Things that I want to get done today in this morning's stream. Show the TJJ Junk Journal. I didn't put paint bobby pins, but I will here. Paint bobby pins. I wanted to do it. I forgot to write it down. Hello to everyone who's watching. Welcome, welcome. Let's see, I did some things in my journal this weekend. Of course, I'm always working on the Fib Sketch a Day. This is done by the gals who, the Ustream gals. I call them Ustream gals. They're no longer Ustream, but they do a lot of Fib sketches out there, and they have prompts, and I've been following them in my journal. So, and then I got myself caught up on the history page. I just started writing things that happened on this date in history. Today, March 21st in 2014, a 12-year-old girl, Katie Francis, broke the Girl Scout record for cookie sales. 18,107 boxes in 7 weeks. She made history. And then, let's see, that's a Dirty Dozen. I showed you that one. I think I showed you these. But then I caught up on them here to the 24th. The Bulldog Damask, which is just kind of a scribbled damask. And Relax, I just put a lady kind of sleeping. And then Artist Choice were just 2 ladies sitting on a park bench. Really, they were walking dogs. So I worked on that, got that caught up. We did our doodle prompt game in the Friday night stream, which was over here. Someplace over in here. I have a doodle prompt game. That was 9. 10 is before 9 in this book because sometimes I work backwards. Yeah. Well, goodness sakes, what did I do? Wow, was it way over here? Yeah. Here we go. Doodle prompt 10. We did those Friday night. And let's see. That's about all I did. Except I wrote a nursery rhyme that I want to write down in here. And while I have this out, I want to do a scrap heart. I have it on my calendar. I'm working on finishing up Beth's, but I want to put a heart in here. So let me get a piece of paper, a piece of scrappy paper. Maybe, do I have a scrap piece out, or am I going to have to run and get one? I have my texture plate. Oh, let's do a dictionary page. This is just a scrap off. I scrape off my paint in here. Ooh, shall we do one of those? This was kind of one of the first ones I did. Let's see. Most of this is just scrape off paint. I haven't stenciled a lot in here yet. Ooh, but I like this. And I've already torn on it. So let's tear this out. And yes, I have other dictionaries. Sometimes you feel like a sinner painting up all those words in your dictionary. That's pretty. It's kind of, that's that black and gold. What do they call it? With the black and gold. I want to say fusion, but it's not fusion. Oh, I'll think of it later. It's too early in the morning to think. I just want to cut me a heart here and glue on here. So I'm going to cut it out of this blue and gold. I think about like this. My scissors. Hi, Teresa. Is Josie in here? Oh my goodness, you guys snuck in on me. Hi, Joey. Good morning. Teresa's in here. It wasn't Josie, it was Joey. Good morning, ladies. You sneak in while I have my back turned. Welcome. There. Oops, I need more of a heart shape. I think I'll put it like that and then just draw around it. And I'll save this. Do I want to glue stick that down? I think I do. Let's just use the glue stick this morning. So did everyone have a nice weekend? I had a busy weekend. Well, Saturday was, whoops. See, that's what I get when I use my glue stick if I'm not careful on this thinner paper. That's okay. It's a broken heart. We'll mend the broken heart. There we go. All mended. Saturday was okay. I went shopping Saturday. I skipped town. So, but then yesterday was really busy. Last night wasn't too bad. I spent all yesterday afternoon, it seems like, in Tanya's stream. Had some other things I needed to get done. Real life things, you know. Can't play all the time. I'd like to, though. There. There we go. The other thing I wanted to do this morning, and this might be a good start to it, is I have a scrap page over here that I need to finish up. This is the last week, the beginning of the last week in March. I need to make my April journal. So this week I'll be gathering pages for that and doing the cover and binding it. I'll probably do the cover tomorrow morning. I already know what I want to do. Where's that scrap page? I have a hard time. Oh, right here. Right here, Mary. Let's just. Ooh. 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 I like that. Let's cut around there. Where's my scissors? I didn't put them back, did I? Let's do this. There we go. We'll put a little heart around that little boy. And then this will just be scrap that'll go over here. But I have some more scraps here from the February needle craft. I saved the headlines. Sweden. I saved all of this. And I'm just collaging down scraps here. Yeah, well, Dee Dee gifted me a Shakespeare kind of a fabric piece that's printed. His face is printed on it. She had been gifted 2 of them, and she sent me one. So I am going to, what I'm going to do next month, my theme is really painting. I want to do Cinnamon Cooney's paint challenge. I'm calling it Cinnamon Cooney because that's where it's an April paint challenge where you paint a canvas or a page every day, and I'm going to do it in my journal, and I'm just going to use craft paint, and I'm deciding whether I want to put full pages or have half pages front and back. I'm still deciding that. Yeah, I'm just going to tear these in little pieces here. Okay, this I'm still deciding. So let's just go ahead and collage some of this down. My bobby pins have, they're all right. Kind of black, but I don't see that. I might have to give them another coat. They seem to come up. I might have to give them another coat of gold here. And where's my brush? I washed out my brushes yesterday. Here, no, that's not it. Where is it? I brought it in here. Come on, brush. Don't hide from me. Here it is. No, that's not it. My glue brushes had enough of me. Maybe I left it out in the sink. That's not it. Did I put it away? Nah, I never put things away. Let me check my paint brushes over here. I had to take my paint brushes off of the, yes, I did put it away. I had to take my paintbrush holder off of my table because my table can't hold anymore. I've already got too much stuff over here. I'm going to clean off that little hobby cart that Lucia sent me and just put nothing but tools and paintbrushes and stuff like that on it so I can just roll it up to my desk in the morning. Barb said, be right back. Well, I'm just going to work on my art this morning. I'm just going to, I feel like I get a lot done in the mornings. It's worth it to get up and get this stuff done, if you ask me. Get up in the morning and do some art. Yeah, I might have to pull that up just a little. Put that heart around my little boy here. And then I'll draw a black around that heart. That was just scrap. And this is all scrap. Let's put this down. This is, I'm calling these just scrap pages. You know how in your journal sometimes I have a composition book that I just started putting scraps in, but now that I'm doing my journal every month, I just like to have some scrap pages where I just take the scraps. These are left over from February. Just glue them down in there. Collage them down. They remind me of February's art projects. I think I'll put her down here. No sense in throwing away good scraps, huh? Black cat herding done, huh? And a cup of Java. So So, Barb, did you get your bathroom all painted and cleaned and everything that you needed to do? You were putting in, I think I read that you decided to go ahead and change the flooring or paint and everything too. Something had to be fixed, so you just decided to do a bang up job on it. Yeah. I'll put her in here. Actually, I kind of like that the way it is. I think I kind of like that the way it is right there. Now I'll put this longer piece here. Did I glue that down? I don't think I did. I just put it there. No, the toilet was a big hiccup. Oh no, it needed a longer water hookup. So everything is on hold until Dad looks today to see if we can have the supplies. Isn't that the bummer? Not a bummer. Don't you just wish you could get it over with when those things happen? Just get it done, huh? I guess this goes like this. Let's put that in here. Yeah. A little dab of blue in here. Well, we've been pretty lucky with that stuff so far. So far. Yeah, I don't know how much more of this I want to put down. So I'm going to throw that away, Actually, I think I'll put this right up in here. Now, I still have this, but I think I'm just going to hold that for another day. Hi, Linda. Hello. Hello, Linda. I was thinking about you the other day, wondering how you were. Hello. That's the only word I'm comfortable saying. I've got hazelnut coffee this morning, Linda. Hazelnut creamer. All righty. Let's see. Scraps page. Let's check that off. I'm going down my checklist this morning. Let's dry this a little so I can close it up behind some wax paper. Heat gun alert as soon as I get it out. Where is it? I still want to make my old shoe heat gun holder, but I'm kind of holding it off till other things get done. This scrap page. These are just kind of fun to do. I like this big old flower here and the little boy. The little boy in my heart. The little boy in my heart. Coffee cup. Oh, I'm good, Linda. Had a crazy week last week. Hoping that this week settles down a little. It seems like there's 1 week out of every month, and it's the week when I run all my errands and pay bills, and we go grocery shopping, and of course I have to go to the thrift store. That 1 week, it just seems like I kind of overdo it. Then there's, you know, there's all the live streams and the projects and that I just can't miss. So last week was real busy. I'm hoping my week this week kind of settles down and gets quiet. I think that's dry enough to close behind some wax paper. I want to draw around this guy. The little boy in my heart. There we go. Kind of gives it a theme. Hi. Oh, I said hi to Teresa. She's saying good morning to Linda. Teresa said, Barb, tell Dad to look at the shark bites for water hookup. Look at shark bites. Hi, Maria. Good morning. Let's see. I'm going to put a little piece of wax paper there because that glue probably is not totally dry. Not totally dry. I wanted to work on some ATC pages. I got a stamp on the back of these. That's my doodles. ATC. Boy, I guess I'm further along than I think. There's 16. Today's the 25th, so I'll get, where's my next page here? 20, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20 done. Let's grab, if I can find them here. I think I saved them out. What did I do with them? Oops, there goes my phone. I keep running over that phone cord with my chair, and then it pulls my phone off the desk. Boy, it's really wrapped around my chair, too. I'm going to break this phone someday. How did I do that? It's really twisted up in there. I guess I should just take the phone cord out, take the earphones off. Excuse me while I unwind my phone here. It's a wonder I haven't broken this screen again. I already broke the first one that I owned. I had it up on the, whoops. I had it up on the camera clip that I caused it to wiggle just by pointing at it. All right, I was looking for those bits and pieces that Annie V sent me. Well, it looks like I won't do that this morning. Here they are. Annie V sent me some Tim Holtz bits and pieces, and I thought I'd make some. This was from the texture plate that I did the other day, and did I bump my camera totally here? There. Sorry about that. Of course, my phone is all upside down. Giving you guys a ride today. I'm breaking down the craft room. It's more than a craft-a-lanch. You know, I'm going to have to do a page, a word that says craft-a-lanch. I have not opened these to see what she sent me, so let's see if I can make some ATCs out of these. I'm sure these are Tim Holtz ephemera. Let's see, we've got a measuring stick, dressmaking. That'll go kind of nice on here. Periodic table of elements. A card. Ooh, let's put her on here. What do we have here? Another periodic table of elements. Got some, oh, we got the little boy. Actually, she might go better down there and him there because of the shading. Oh, got a dress form though. Ooh, I remember that dress form. Put that there. I'm figuring out I don't have to use everything. Kind of like that. Oh, look, this is cool. It needs to go down here though. That would be cute, Mary. Put a picture of your work space with everything we have on our tables while working. It's easy to craft a lunch and quake. Yeah, do an art journal page of craft a lunch, huh? Let's see. I think I'll save some of these for later. I'm going to cut this down to 2.5 by 3.5. And I don't care if she goes over just a little because I probably never will take this out. I'm happy with this, I think, just the way it is. And this is D stands for dog. Periodic table of elements. I got 2 lovers there. So I think I'm going to keep it fairly simple. I'm going to put everything else back. We'll save these for another time. And Lynn sent me some washi tape. And I'm going to use that on ATCs too, but not these. She said, I want you to use it, Mary. So, okay. Oh, and I was talking about my April journal that I'm going to put together this week. I'm going to do the painting a day with along with Cinnamon Cooney, but also it's going to have a Shakespeare cover to it. And I was out looking when in 1998 I had the opportunity to go to London with a needlework group, and we got to see the New Globe Theater, Shakespeare Globe. I was reading about the history of that Globe Theater of Shakespeare's, and they built a replica of it, I think in 1997. So I think I just got to see the newer version of it just in time. I think we just got there in 1998. So I could be all wrong about that, but and anyway, it has ironwork gates. And I thought that I would work that ironwork gate the same way that I did my stained glass window. Only make it, and then I've got that Shakespeare piece that Dee Dee Willingham sent me. So I'm going to work on the cover. I'll be doing that this week. Probably start on it tomorrow morning. We're just going to put that down there, and then all these other pieces I'm going to leave. I feel like I should put some words on there. I might have to come back with words. I'm going to save these little pieces. I'm going to put them back in here. These. who knows what I can use them for. And thank you, Annie V, for the ephemera. You guys are so good to me, sending me things I can use. And then I look through my journals and I think of you all. That's how it goes. Let's see. Let's just start putting some of these down. I'm going to put it down with tape because I like this double-sided tape pretty good to hold things down with. And since this is my journal, I won't be trading these or anything, so. Hi, Anne. Good morning. Hi, Joyce. Good morning. Good morning. How many days till retirement, Anne? It has to be like 45 or 35. It was 57 the last time I asked you. Or 55, I can't remember exactly. $35 with students. They're going to miss you. I just have a hunch that they're going to miss you. I don't know. I sure do appreciate having this laptop. The streams go so much better. Come on. There we go. Welcome to everybody who's come in and everybody who's watching. I know a lot of people like to, early in the mornings, they like to sit in bed and watch. Can't blame them for that. Can't blame them for that. But we do appreciate it when you come in, too. Let's see. I want to put the dress form up here. Yeah, I am, too. And I really, I just can't tell you enough how grateful I am for it. I have a big monitor that I got at a furniture store of all places, a used furniture store. It's a TV monitor. And right now I have it hooked up to my old laptop, and it's really working nice. Well, I was at Goodwill last week when I did my weekly shopping, and they had a smaller 19-inch monitor. And I'm going to put that on my, hopefully, I asked the lady if she tested it, if they've tested it, and she said she thought they did, but she wasn't sure. So I risked my $20 for that monitor, hoping that it will work. But I'm going to, if it works, I'm going to put that on my small one, and hopefully I think I have one more space here that I can hook that larger TV monitor up to this laptop, and then I'll be able to see chat a lot better, hopefully. But I have to configure the area, the desk area here. That means I have to clear off that hobby cart and move some of these things like my paint brushes and tapes and glues and everything off to that hobby cart so I can just push it up. I don't know why I put two levers on a periodic table of elements, but I did. Hi, Auntie Ro. Good morning, good morning. What you up to, Linda McAllister? Have you gotten over that funk? That art funk that you were in last week? Was it last week? Time, I lose track of time. Maria said she's just checking in, Mary. I'm getting ready for work, so I'll be lurking. Okay, well, thanks for checking in, Maria. You have a great week at work. We'll send you off with good thoughts so that you'll have a good week of work. How about the boy? The boy and the dog. The boy and the dog. And let's do the ABC animals down here. Anne says, I have to go back to work today. We've been on spring break. Oh, well, Anne, you have a great day at week, a great day week at work. You have a great day at work too. This is really kind of taking place of my work. I miss my work, so I'm just doing as much art as I can before I die. If I'm going to have to retire, I'm going to do art. Only 6 likes. Oh, thank you, Linda. Hi, Angela. Did I say good morning to you earlier? I don't remember. It's early in the morning. Hi, Mitzi. Mitzi saying good morning to everybody. Auntie Rose said good morning. Hi, Nanamo. I was waiting for you to come in. You sent me another Happy Mail. You sent me another Happy Mail. It came Saturday. I've been holding it. You sent me another one. You sneaky lady. I'm going to open it now that you're here. I want to finish my ATCs here first. Let's see. I think I'm going to grab just a teeny bit of glue on my finger here, if I can. Put my finger in the glue pot on the edge here maybe, and just do the little feet of my dress stand. Hopefully they won't break off. I should probably do this top piece too. Ooh. Let's move her over a little. There we go. Now, the only thing I have to do, because I'm going to leave it, this was from that texture plate that I made the other morning. I really played around with it on here. Let's outline it. You still have, I have no idea what to make, but it will come back. Well, you know what, Linda? I have the urge to make, I have the urge to make a transparent journal. Who was I watching? I was watching some video where she took like transparencies and, you know, worked on those with transparent pages. I think that would be a fun project. Hint, hint. Report covers. I got some report covers at the art supply store, and they're a little bit more sturdy than page protectors. But I think that would be fun to make something like that. And at one point, she just used packing tape. I should get that video and put a link to it. Maybe I'll do that and put it in my community tab, because it really inspired me. And I was thinking how fun it would be. Or even if I did a couple pages in my April journal, that would be fun too. Boy, if we quit making journals, the Stickum companies would go out of business. Wouldn't they? Wouldn't they? We would put them right out of business, wouldn't we? Poor Elmer's glue and score tape. And look at this. These little release papers things, they pile up on my desk and they drive me crazy. They drive me crazy. I have to throw them away. I should probably start saving them and collaging them down. All right, Mary, don't drop that phone again. Look, see, here's another one over here. No, that's just a... Let's throw this stuff away. Yeah, these ATCs don't have to be anything, anything spectacular. They're just fun little, I call them fun little windows of art in my art journal. I quit making, well, I do for swap when I participate in a swap, but I like to make them right in my journal. And then I have them already mounted. I don't have to put them in a sleeve, a baseball sleeve thing. So I think I'm done with that. Yay. Let's fold this page over there. A happy birthday, Anne. Happy birthday. Everybody wish Anne a happy birthday. You probably have. Well, there you have. I'm slow. Everybody's wishing Anne a happy birthday. Look, you got a present and a balloon from Auntie Ro. Well, maybe they'll give you a cake at work over break. Hi, Gael, or steak and fries. I never know if I'm pronouncing your name right. It's such a pretty name. S&F. Mitzi's calling you S&F. I like that, Mitzi. S&F. Let's call her S&F. Steak and fries. I need that coffee this morning. Linda says, I will get my mojo back. I always got some periods where my art ideas go on black. Yeah, you know, and Linda, I think that's kind of a good thing in a way, because your mind is, you go through these creative periods and then you just kind of have to gel a little where your mind is resting. Your creativity is taking a break. It's resting. Could there be something like too much art? Could there be too much art? I think in a way there could be, like there could be too much of everything. You can overeat. You can eat too much candy and get a stomach ache. You can drink too much. I think our lives need balance. You know, I'm always in art, but that's what I enjoy doing. But there comes a point too where I like to sit down and read a good book. I like to watch a movie. Saturdays, On Saturdays after my live stream, Jeri knows this. It's my downtime these days because, you know, Monday I'm arting with Lisa, and Sunday is with Tanya, and I do my impromptus. My impromptu on Tuesday, and Wednesday's Becky, and you know, Thursday's kind of a downtime. And Beth is doing a lot of streams now, and I want to catch more of her. And Friday night's my stream, and then the week's gone. So I think you can have too much. I think you can get out of balance. I don't think well, you kind of have to figure that point out for yourself, you know. And like right now, I'm in a very productive, the last couple years have been very productive for me. But when I worked full time, I didn't do this much art. I did art, but I didn't do it this much. So I'm kind of in a productive phase right now, but who knows what next year's going to bring. So it's a good question, Linda. Teresa says, I get into a funk that I don't want to do anything. Mary, are you on daily now, not just Tuesday and Thursday? Well, here's the way it is for me, Mitzi. Tuesday morning and Thursday mornings are my regular, consistent live streams. You can almost always count on me unless I oversleep or something, unless I take the day off. But I try to always come in on Tuesday and Thursdays. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Well, not Friday so much because I stream on Friday night, but Monday and Wednesdays, and not Saturday morning so much either. But it could be on a Saturday morning so those are kind of, I will, if I feel like it. Like this morning, I was awake and going, and I wanted to show I don't think you guys who came in later saw my totally junk journal that I did in Tanya's group yesterday. But that's what I came in this morning to do, was to show, let me put it out here. I want to open Nanamo's Happy Mail too. So the question to that is, am I on every day? Not that you can count on. Count on Tuesday, Thursday mornings, and Friday nights. But Monday and Wednesday, impromptu. And it seems like I've been doing a lot of impromptus lately, but that could change. Spring is coming. I want to do some gardening, so who knows what will happen. Here's my, boy, I'm really lagging. What am I doing here? I'm really lagging on my own channel. Here's my page that I did in Tanya's group yesterday. We made these little cardboard embellishments, cut strips of corrugated cardboard and rolled them up and glued them together. And then these we left unfurled, just kind of curled. And I used an old jelly print paper on mine. There's a bird here. I had a wooden bird that I used as a stamp in a house. And on the back, I did the same thing. This is Tim Holtz here, his collage paper. And this house, there's a house here and a house here. That was part of the jelly print. I had cut out of a report cover, just a little house shape, and stamped it down on my jelly plate. Stars I drew on there. So, and then she used a paper clip, and she made a little journal charm out of one of these. And I used a bobby pin, and I glued my bobby pin down. And then when you open it up, I have some more. Well, this was a magazine image that I started out with, and some painted paper, and then some Tim Holtz collage paper. There's my peacock with the couch, and some of that ribbon that I had left over from the bank book, a button. And then we made cards. And my journaling spot says, when making by hand means making a mess, your hands could use a hand. And I think it was either for soap or for like a faucet hardware, you know, a sink, the faucet, the hot and cold faucets. I can't remember. That was with an ad in a magazine. And I made my card out of a mailer that said, don't put it off. It was, you know, how they remind you to get an oil change for your car. And then you open it up. And I got a dictionary page here. And then she had stamped with these. And I tried it, but I noticed that my stamps only stamped the outer part. Because of the way I cut it and everything, the inner part of this didn't stamp because it was down depressed too far. So, but I did a little stamping, and I got this little heart and happy mail. And here's the little fold out that she taught us how to do, the little circular flip thing, and the little banner one up here. And that was just a postcard that I had stamped Penelope on. So that's my page from yesterday. I really like how it turned out. And then I used this gold Krylon pen to color in my stars and do the edging. That's what I did yesterday. And then this morning, I used this gold Krylon pen to color my bobby pins. And I'm going to give it another coat here, I think. Because they were black, and I'm turning them into gold. Although you can probably buy gold ones, so I probably won't do this on a consistent basis. I'm just playing. I think you can probably buy gold bobby pins. But I got to play. I've got to play. If you can't buy gold ones, you can probably buy copper ones or whatever. There we go. Barb says, Mindy, Meri just has too much to do. Yeah. I get too inspired. I get too inspired with all this art going on. Well, to tell you the truth, when I worked, not so much, well, when I was a programmer, it just depended on the project, how many hours we'd put in every day. But when I was going to school, working my way through school, you know, I'd go to school, I'd work in the evenings, and, you know, I worked a lot of hours. And now that I'm a reluctant retiree, I have all this time on my hands. And I wrote a nursery rhyme. I'm going to read that to you later today, but it kind of relates to this. But I have a lot of time on my hands, and rather than just sit around and stare into space or watch TV, I could read books. I mean, I like to read, but I might as well get up and do some art. So that's why you see me a lot. And if I'm doing art, I might as well go online and visit with everybody. SNF says, I think it's a part of the creative cycle, Linda. Like winter, spring will be back. That's a good point, Steak. That's a really good point. Oh, I pronounced it correctly? Gael? Gael? Or Gail? I want to say Gail, but Gael. Teresa says, I was rolling out my dough last night, and my husband said he could eat 10 of them and never get full. I told him to wait until they rise and tell me that again. So what are you cooking, Teresa? I have to go back. I'm fixing to go put my rolls in the oven. Made the dough last night. Ooh, are they cinnamon rolls? Sounds good. Hi, Kimberly. Good morning, Kimberly. Kimberly. Kimberly says, happy birthday to Anne. Who's Beefy? Kimmy and Beefy. Who's Beefy, Mitzi? I don't know who Beefy is. Nana says, gorgeous. Thank you, Nana. McLinda and Barb. Someone told me a story about a painter once. He was in his garden painting when his neighbor walked by. I see you are working hard today, he says to the painter. The painter answered, nope, I'm just relaxing. And I feel that way about when I sketch. When I'm in here doing art, it's not quite the same. But when I'm sitting in my recliner and I'm just sketching with my ink pen, when I'm doing these, like these fib sketches and these face sketches, when I'm doing these, it's like playing a game of solitary to me. It is just, it relaxes me. It relaxes me. I just enjoy doing it. Painting is very relaxing. Did you do the circles, Mary? I did, Teresa. But my circles are kind of, if you're talking about Tanya's page, let me reach over here and get it again. I cut them out by hand, so they're a little lopsided. They're right here, the circles. And I might have put more than 6 in there. And I might have taped a little bit too far away from the page, because right in here it's kind of pulling away. Right in, you can't see it very well because there you can see a little bit. Right in there it's kind of pulling away. But if I don't fool with it too much, it'll be okay. It opens and closes, so I'm happy with that. The banner turned out good, I think. My circles, I probably need a little more practice doing them. But I just cut them by hand so they don't really match. If that's what you were asking about, Teresa. The next day, the painter is sitting in his garden just smoking his pipe. The neighbor walks by and says, "Oh, I see you were resting today." The painter answers, "No, I'm working today." Oh, dear. Auntie Rose says, "Sorry, guys, falling asleep." Sweet dreams, Auntie Rose. Bye-bye. She's probably long gone, but I'm saying goodbye after the fact. Maybe she'll watch the replay. Hi, Topaz. Julie? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good to see you here. Dinner rolls. Yum. Well, you know, those dinner rolls, they're good. They're good for breakfast, too, if you put butter and cinnamon on them. Sounds good, Teresa. Beefy. Beef is her adorable dog. Whose dog? I have to go back. Is it Linda or Kimberly's dog? Beefy. It gives the circles character. Well, my circles have a lot of character. Okay, I did my ATCs. Let's open Nana Mo's Happy Mail. I put packing tape Post-its over the addresses. And she sent me another, I'm going to save, I love this, is that Queen Elizabeth II? She sent me another one, but I got to be careful opening it, I think. Nana Mo, you keep sending me Happy Mail. I don't deserve all this Happy Mail that I get. I'm the most undeserving person. I am the most undeserving person, but I sure am grateful. Let's just trim it here. I think that I'm okay. I didn't expect a second package, Nana. She's my sweet Mary. Oh, a little angel. Ah, Kimberly. The point of the painter story is sometimes he's doing nothing and it's a part of the work. Just sit there and look around and feed your brain with inspiration. Well, that's really a good story. Thanks for sharing that with us, Gael. Let's see what Nana Mo sent me here. What did you do again? Oh, look, there's a star. A gold star. She sent me a gold star. Oh, I love it. Well, and then I'm going to cut out this postage here because I like that. I think it's Queen Elizabeth. Yeah, I got bubble wrap too. Look. And it's yeah, I got bubble wrap. But I'm going to cut this out. Because this is Happy Mail for sure. Okay, what did you do, Nana? Look how she packed this up. Now, see, when you get something like this, you just feel special. It's just like a special little gift. I'm going to leave it tied if I can. Can I do that? I think I can. I think I can. Yeah, I know I can. Just like that. And then I'll... Oh, okay. This will go in my journal. Let's see what she sent me. Some wooden tags. Oh, Nana. Look. And, oh, look at this. Look at this. Black and gold. These. Oh, wow. This is cool. Oh, a gold star and a black and gold ephemera there. And I love cool gifts. Yeah, that's how I feel. Woohoo! I love him. Peel off. Peel off. You know, I'll put him in my journal. You know, I think I got the other side of Nana Mo's where I put her envelope. I can put, look, she sent me some gifts and some banner things. Oh, look what she's done. Oh, looky here. Let's unclip it here. Look at, isn't that pretty? Look at, isn't that pretty? Little squirrel. So cute. And then this says Meri. I think she means for me to color this. This looks like a mandala. Uh-oh, Meri's not too good at mandalas. But you know, I have those fine point Sharpies. Might go real good in here. Samantha has 1 glass of gin for health benefits. The rest are for witty remarks and amazing dance moves. That must be Samantha. Or maybe that's Samantha. Let's see what the other one says. When Sarah got home from work, she realized there was something seriously wrong with her throat. It didn't have gin in it. Oh, dear me. And oh, she sent me some. Oh, wow. Look at this. Oh, these are cool. Wow. These will make nice ATCs or cards. And some alphabet ones. Oh, Nana Mo, I just don't deserve all this. Look at these papers. These are so nice. Thank you so much. I'll have to try that. Did you see that mandala that Aunt Beck did? She did one in Barb's stream on Friday, and then she did another one in using my doodles that just white on black. They're on her community tab. If you missed it, go look if you're able to. Thank you so much, Nana Mo, for these. I don't deserve all this. I just don't deserve it all. I love these. Nana Mo sent me those wooden buttons. Huh. Let's see. For right now, I'm going to put these back in the envelope. Well, yeah, I think I will. And then, well, no, I think I'll put them like this. And then I'll sort it out afterwards. There's something else I wanted to do today. I'm going to read this to you because I've been talking about, let's see what you guys are with on the chat. Vanessa's in the house. Oh, Nana said that's your Queen Elizabeth II. Let's go up here to the point of the story was where I left off. We're saying good morning to Julie. Teresa says, my circles have a lot of character too. Kimberly's talking about her little beefy, sweet little angel. What kind of a fur baby do you have? Yeah, I got bubble wrap and Queen Elizabeth. I love those Queen Elizabeth stamps. Vanessa's in the house. Good morning, Vanessa. She's a Staffordshire Pit. She showed up in July and honestly has been the best dog ever. A perfect dog. Aww. Very cool. Olaf, I don't know Olaf, Barbie. That has to be one of those pieces that I pulled out there. Good little bits, yeah. Thank you so much, Nanamo, for the happy mail. Oh, I don't have to color it? Good. Because I'm not a mandala person. I love those mandalas, but I don't have the patience to do one of those. You see what the art I do? It looks like this. That's how my mandala would look. I'm saying good morning to Linda. I could watercolor it. Thank you again, Nanamo. Olaf is the cartoon guy, the little guy that said he liked Happy Mail or he liked gifts. Okay, I did a nursery rhyme, but before I read the nursery rhyme, I want to talk about the progress on my knitting. My knitting progress. I learned some new things this weekend, 2 new things. And I'm going to start out. What I want to do when I close out my book toward the end of this week or this coming weekend when March is over with, I'm going to put some little tags on each one of these pieces. And I'm going to say, like, this was my very first knitting, really. And I might have tried it when I was younger, but I probably did not even get this far. I started crocheting, but this is kind of sloppy. I did this online while you guys were all watching. It was a disaster, but I cast off. At least I got a strip. It's an ugly strip. And then I went to this one, which went just a little bit bigger. But see, I knitted when I purled, or I purled when I knitted. But I practiced. I got nice even stitches here, and they're kind of crooked and lumpy over here. Missed a stitch there or something. Did something wrong in there. But that was my second one. My third one, I'm progressing. I'm getting better even. Well, this is still knitting. I haven't purled yet. This is all knitting. I'm more comfortable knitting than purling, and I think you all would agree. But this isn't too bad. I'm getting more even stitches here. I'm getting more comfortable. I have already worked out how to hold my needle so that I'm comfortable using it. Although I've been watching some knitting videos where, boy, their hands just fly like that. You know, I'm going, oh, I go this way. I hold the needle there and I kind of scoop it up. And they instead of scooping it up, they oh, I don't know what to say. Wrap it over, and I scoop it up. But anyway, this piece isn't too bad. So this is my third one. I'm going to document these in my journal, my progress. And I think this is where I started learning how to purl. And that really wasn't too bad for purling. I got pretty ugly cast on here. Not too great, but I did figure out how to knit and purl. That's my first experiment with knit and purl. Kind of a tight cast off. And then here's my next one, which I worked at it. I got some mistakes in here yet. I made a mistake in here. I think I purled when I should have knitted, or knitted when I should have purled, so I just cast it off. And my ends were sloppy here on the sides, and that's the next thing I learned. Friday night, I was talking about how bad my ends were, and there was a lady, Catherine. I can't remember her last name. It starts with a B. She was never seen her in my streams before, but she was there Friday night, and she told me about skipping the first, or not slipping, not skipping, slip the first stitch. And then Annie V also emailed me and gave me the same advice. But my knit stitches are getting nice and neat. There's no longer any, I'm really concentrating on knitting and purling, and not purling when I should knit, knitting when I should purl. So that was the thing that one thing that I learned this week was to slip that first stitch. And that's really working for me. So I'm pretty happy with that. Now, this is what I have on my needle now. And I decided I'm actually going to do a project. This is almost goody. I mean, almost what I'm going to do. Only I'm going to make it a little bit taller. And what I want to do, let me turn off my phone here a minute. What I want to do is, I don't have a carrying case for, well, I do. I made a cardboard carrying case, but I'm going to make a case for my phone, a knit case for my phone, just for fun. I'll probably make it a little bit wider. I think I got this piece a little wider. And I think I'll put that cardboard piece inside of it, because that cardboard piece that I have kind of shields this. This is a glass screen. But that's going to be my very first knitting project is going to be a phone case. And I'll probably use it when I put my phone in my purse and when I go out. So I'm not making a dish rag. No, 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 no. So that's what I'm working on now. Now, the second thing that I kind of figured out on my own, when I get busy, or I'll get distracted, or, I'll forget whether I'm knitting or purling. And I was sitting there and I'm going, well, I forgot whether I was knitting or purling. Well, I figured out that when your piece is like this and you can see all the little V's, you're knitting. When your piece is like this, well, and your needle's up, when the needle's pointed up. Well, when the needle's pointed up and all of these, only, let's put it this way, only the point goes that way, and you're starting here. But when all of these rows are here, then I'm purling. So that's how I can figure out how I was thinking, I'm going to have to write it down. I'm going, no, there has to be a way that I can look at it. So I'm pretty proud of this. This is going to be hopefully be my my phone cover. I'm pretty proud of it so far. I'm going fairly slow, so I'm trying not to make any mistakes. And if I make mistakes, I'm trying to correct them. I pulled this out once or twice, but I'm also getting much cleaner ends, and I'm trying to teach myself what to look for. So that's my knitting update. Let's turn my phone back on and see what you're all saying. And I'm going to document these. I'm going to put little tags on these and then put these in my journal when I close it out at the end of the month. They're kind of bulky right now. Let's see what you guys are saying to me. Hi, Mom Munson. Olaf, the snowman from the movie Frozen. Oh. Olaf, I would not know that because I never watched the movie Frozen. You're going to see how behind the times I am. I don't generally watch movies till they come out free. So that was my knitting update. So I had to make a nursery rhyme. And I'm also going to, you know how we did the scrap man over here? Well, I'm going to do a scrap knitter. And I got a nursery rhyme, but it's kind of long, but I'll read it to you. I'm not going to do the scrap knitter this morning. I'm just going to read you the nursery rhyme, and it's kind of a draft. I might have to clean it up a little, but I'm going to go ahead and read it. It says, there was an old lady, that's me. There was an old lady who never learned to knit. So when she retired, all she had to do was sit. She soon grew so bored doing nothing but sitting. So she decided to learn the fine art of knitting. She had been gifted some needles and yarn. She could try them out. She thought it no harm. And then I skip a verse down here. Let's see. To knit a nice scarf, she thought would be fun. So, I was getting tired. So with needles and yarn, that's how she, so with the needles and yarn, that was how she begun. It should be began, but I say begun because it rhymes with fun. Her first attempt was filled with mistakes. She did it all again, for goodness sakes. She knitted and purled, knitted and purled. Her friends wondered, what in the world? She knitted them pajamas from the yarn of 2 fine llamas. Hey, it rhymes. She knitted for herself gloves, scarf, sweater, and a hat. Then she put her needles down and took a very long nap. That's my nursery rhyme. And I'm going to do a scrap knitter like the scrap man. So I'm going to put this in here. We'll get it done. We'll get it done. Oh, thank you. It was fun to do. Knitting, I kind of think about what I missed by not learning to knit when I was younger. Think of all the cool projects I could have done. Here I'm learning at my old age. But it's fun, and it's fun to chart my progress and look at what I did and how the mistakes I made, and I get a lot of advice from ladies that come in here. So, yeah, I'm having fun with it. I think it's good to kind of stretch yourself sometimes by doing something that a skill that you really are not talented. Now, the other thing that I might try after I conquer knitting, that might be a while, is I need to do more quilting. And I might just do some little hand quilting, some little square patches. We'll see. I don't know. That's far into the future, because that's something else that I don't do. I won't do woodworking, or I might I might try some sculpting. Kind of did a little of that when I was in school, but probably get sculpey clay. Oh dear. So that's that. I had to read it to you. Let's put it over here out of the way. The other thing I wanted to do this morning, let's see. Let's check some things off here. I talked about my knitting progress. Ooh, that pin's brand new. Knitting progress. I worked on ATCs. I put gold paint on my bobby pins. I had that on there after all. I put the heart on the scrap man. I also worked on my scrap page. Did I have that in there? Totally junk journal. I opened Happy Mail. See, this is how I get things done. I make a list. I want to work on Best Scrap Man, the tube book, and the die cuts. I'm going to put scrap collage scraps, because I don't think I had that on there. The other thing I want to kind of do this morning, I have this mold. It's a candy mold of flowers and hearts. And look what I brought in with me. I'm going to tear up some tissue paper. I'm going to try to mold some of this in. I might need a little shallow dish, but I'm just going to try just to wet it in there. We'll see with I got clean water. Let's see, grab one of those paint brushes. This one will work. And I'm just going to kind of try to tear some of this into little moldy strips. And I don't think that they put glue. I was watching a video and I just think they molded it in there with water and wet it down. I think you can use glue, but I think I'm just going to try it with water and see how that works. If it doesn't work, if it falls apart, well, I've learned my lesson. I have to tell you, this is Dollar General people paper. It's cheap. It's cheap. I like to try different things, but I thought these might be pretty to embellish. Let's try a couple. Let's see how fast this goes. Let's try this one. I'm just going to kind of put some water in there and kind of start layering this in, I think. Now, I think the first layers you want to get down in there pretty good. Because they are what will make your impressions. And I don't know if I looked to see the videos to see, and the two that I looked at real quick last night, to not put like Vaseline or baby powder in the bottom of it. So I'm not going to. We'll see if I have a problem with it sticking. Mom Munson says, I'm getting ready to go to the hospital. My week-long EEG brainwave prayer and good thoughts. Yes, Mom. You got them. You've got them. What time today? Do you know what time your tests are going to be? Is it going to be in the morning or in the afternoon? You're getting ready to go now, but we will keep you in our prayers and our good thoughts. It has to be scary. It has to be scary. It would scare me. Have any of you ever done this, molded with the toilet paper of any sort? I'm using Dollar General. And I think you have to let it dry for a good amount of time. I'm just going to kind of pack it in there. I would like for them to be dry by tonight. I don't know what Lisa's going to do for her Pick 10 tonight, but it might be kind of fun to use these on the Pick 10 if they're dry. You did a key? 10 a.m. You'll be staying for a week, and they're changing your meds. Okay, 10 a.m. I'm going to be sending up prayers for you. Is that Eastern time or Central time or Pacific, or what time zone are you in? Just so, of course, the good Lord can convert the time zone. You did them on rubber stamps. Oh, yeah, Teresa. I was watching a video where they did them on rubber stamps. I might try that, too. That might be too much. I might try that too later. Did they work out pretty good? I was watching videos of people doing this. And I thought it would be fun to try this little mold thing that I got. I got it on sale. They're daisies and tulips. Pretty spring embellishments. Oh, the key? I remember seeing that key. And you did that with tissue paper? Oh, cool. I remember that. Well, you know, the other thing I want to try, maybe I'll get some when I get my next YouTube payment, is ice resin. I've never done that ice resin before. It's kind of expensive where I see it here locally, but it'd be kind of fun to try it just for, I'm in the mood to try new stuff. I'm just kind of pounding this in. I don't know how it's going to pop out when it dries, but I guess I'll find out. I'm trying to get the sides and the bottom in there really good, and then I'll be more lenient with the inner part. I might just do a couple here. See how they turn out. You want to make some bummies? What are bummies? Well, it comes off the stamps really well. It does. Well, that's good. If it comes off, well, the stamps are rubber stamps or were they silicone? Well, it doesn't matter because this is silicone. So if it was like a clear stamp, it should come off of here pretty good. And these, I think, are open enough that it doesn't have a lot of, you know, a lot of detail that would prevent it from, you know, getting caught into the little crevices and everything. I've got crevices around here, but I don't think they're enough that would cause a problem. I don't think. We will see. I could make a mess. I remember that key. No bummies? What were we talking about here? Oh, I should have known. Bunnies. Yeah, I've got that clear mold, and I think I put it away, and I couldn't find it this morning, so I got two. I have a plastic mold. This one I think I got at Joann's. I don't know where I got that plastic one. That doesn't look good there. I'm kind of just taking my time on this. Bunnies, bunnies. No bummies, bunnies. I watched Paula Forderder. She made them on bows and, well, just all kinds of things. Oh, cool. You know, I suppose you could do it like on cameos and broken jewelry, and I'll have to try it on some types of broken jewelry. I'm going to try it here first, and if I like it, I might try some broken jewelry. Not this morning. We'll see how these turn out. I guess I could use my finger, too. I'm using the brush because that's what I saw the lady in the video doing. And I don't know who I watched. I guess I could go back and look at my history. And I just, I searched on YouTube for tissue paper embellishments. Got all kind of crafts to make with toilet paper. These are kind of deep, though. It's going to take a long time to do these. I'll probably just do 1 or 2 here this morning. Here. Hi, Becky. Good morning. I was telling everybody about your beautiful mandalas, your black and white mandalas that you did Friday night and in Barb's stream. Beautiful. I told them to go look at your community page. Absolutely beautiful. Becky, I showed the page that I did with Tanya at the beginning of the stream. You'll have to go back and look. I'm making toilet paper embellishments, Becky. I think I am anyway. Forget the candy. Just give it some toilet paper. Oh, Eileen McGinnis did this? I'll have to look at her video, see if how long ago was it? Was it an older video? I watch Eileen. I miss a lot though. I miss a lot. I try to watch as many channels as I can, but I still miss a lot. I suppose I could be a little bit faster now. I still want to get these up toward the edges. She used plastic wrap on bubbles. Before she put the toilet paper on them, or she used plastic wrap as the embellishment medium. Well, these, I have to say, this is really wet. It's going to take a while for, well, I don't know if I use, well, I guess you could use your heat gun on this. It's silicone. Why couldn't you use your heat gun? I think it's silicone. Oops. We got home last night and I just crashed. Was so tired. I'll bet you were. Oh, for the weekend getaway once more. Becky, someday you guys are going to get that house all done and you won't know what to do with yourself. And Scott will say, let's go flip a house, Becky. Let's go find a house and flip it. Let's remodel it. Or you'll go find a house that you want to live in and make it your forever home, and you'll be painting and sanding and recarpeting. And I just have a feeling. Teresa making dinner rolls this morning. Smells good, Teresa. I smell it way over here. Got up at 4 o'clock in the morning and started that dough raising. Becky said, I saw Barb went live yesterday and finished hers up with color. You know, I saw she went live too, but I was in Tanya's group yesterday, and I wanted to finish my page. Gosh, I hope this turns out. I'm putting a lot of work in it. Trying to fill in my little daisies. Fill in my little daisies. Takes a lot of filling in there. good thing this is cheap at Dollar General. A lot of squishy water in there. Was Barb Mandela, when you got home, you watched Barb's Mandela? Hi, Artsy Wannabe Nancy. I don't know how old the video was. I just looked for tissue paper embellishments. Oh, Eileen McGinnis's. Okay. You're talking about Eileen's. You didn't know how old Eileen's video was. Yeah, I remember now. I asked you how old it was. Yeah, I could see her doing something like this. I questioned whether I needed to put some type of baby powder or something in here. But the videos that I watched just wet the tissue down, pressed it in good, and let it dry. So that's what I'm doing. Once I get it how I like it for all the little crevices, then I'll fill it up pretty fast here. The tulips will be easier because they're round. These little daisies have a lot of little nooks and crannies. A lot of little nooks. And watch chat more. Let's see, we got home last night and I just crashed, Becky said. Well, my house smells edible. I saw Barb went live yesterday. That's about all she watched when he got home. I don't know how old the video was. Eileen just used water. Okay, good. I'm glad. Homemade rolls. You're making me hungry, Teresa. You're making me hungry. I think I'll have cornflakes, though, after chat. I usually go for, well, if I don't feel like cooking, I don't feel like doing much this morning, I'll probably just have a bowl of cornflakes. They kind of fill me up. Oatmeal fills me up better than cornflakes, but I don't feel like cooking oatmeal this morning. It might have been too much. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. This has to be boring to watch. He'll be flipping on his own, talking about Scott flipping the houses. But yeah, I see more sheetrock work in our future. No matter what, he can't be still and calm. Well, you know, that's probably his like we do a lot of art. That's his outlet, his artistic outlet for Scott. That's what he likes to do. I'm only going to do one of these daisies here today. I don't want to bore you guys out of your mind. Well, the inner part will be pretty easy to fill up here. I'm trying to get all these little crevices done. My grandmother made the most delicious 60-minute rolls when I was growing up. My mom baked a lot of bread too. I bake a lot of bread, but not so much lately. What happens is my brother likes it warm, and he'll eat, like I'll make cinnamon rolls. He'll eat them while they're warm, and then he won't eat anymore. He likes, in my opinion, he likes too many processed foods. He'll go to the store and buy all those processed rolls. But he won't eat, he'll eat one or two of my, and then I end up eating them. So I've got to cut down. Either that or I'm going to start freezing them. I don't really care to freeze them, but, or make smaller batches. So I haven't been baking as much. I make my shortbread cookies, though. I got to fix some rotten wood in my kitchen, Aunt Beck. It's all cedar wood, tongue and groove wood. I still don't know what a row is, Linda says. A row? Did we explain to Linda what a row is? I did not know that cedar could rot, but this did. Oh, that's interesting, Teresa. Oh boy, that's a task, Teresa. We've had some hardwood floors to repair as well. Of course, my house is over 100 years old. Scott recently found out he is highly allergic to cedarwood dust. Oh, that's interesting. Oh yeah, there. I thought Aunt Beck would tell Linda what a roll was. I wasn't going to say anything until I read it. Let's see. A roll is a round ball of bread-type dough that's served with a meal. Yes, they're going to be served with bacon and eggs. Teresa, you're making me hungry. Bacon and eggs and hot dinner rolls. Yum. Yum, yum, yum. Now, I was thinking about looking up the recipe to make waffle mix and making some waffles and just freezing those. Those would be good. Those would be something I could just warm up after I do my streams, warm them up in the microwave. We usually just eat them hot. But I don't, my brother buys the frozen kind, but I don't eat them. Frozen waffles, I don't eat them. I don't like all that processed food. Don't think it's good for you. I don't understand how he lives so long. All right, I think I can just start filling this up with a lot of tissue here. A bread bun, Linda. They're called bread buns in the Netherlands. Cool. Aunt Beck, I'm going to go back. Well, Violet messaged me after Tanya's chat and said she'd send me some yarn. So I accepted it, but I think I'm going to go back to that thrift shop and get some of just maybe one or two of the skeins that I saw. There was a lady buying some of it when I was there. They're not open on Mondays, so I'll go Tuesday morning, but which is tomorrow morning. The clerk asked her what she was going to do with it, and she said she did multimedia. She's going to do multimedia embroidery with it. And it made me wish that I would have gotten some of that. It's more of a thread type yarn than I got wool roving. And I'm not so sure that was a wise choice, except for I can keep it for felting projects and that. I want something more that I can knit well, I guess you could knit a scarf out of the wool roving, but I want something that I can wash without it all felting up on me, you know. I know you can use it, but I got 5 big skeins of that. It's pretty wool, but it's a roving. It's not a yarn like we think. I guess you can knit with it yet, but I was thinking if you made a blanket or even a pillow, if it got dirty, you'd want to wash it. She took it out of the mold while it was wet and then let it dry. Oh, really? Nancy, that's interesting. Ooh. Maybe I might, oops, don't want to dip, I might try that, but I can see I need to press this in a little bit more first. I need to press it a little bit more. I see it was kind of pulling apart. She took it out of the mold while it was still wet. That's interesting. I must have some paint left on this brush. Or maybe my fingers are oily or dirty from whatever I was doing this morning, because it's getting a little gray in there. I'll have to paint it. Well, I'll try taking one of the tulip ones out. I want to finish this daisy one. I was thinking that I could just start piling it in there, but you have to get it pretty packed down or it's going to peel off. Sit in front of a fan or a heater and it'll dry faster. Okay, I'll do that. Although I have to say, it's probably pretty warm right above my desk here. It's probably as warm as it's warmest spot in the house, I think. Well, I'm getting this pretty well pressed in here. I must have. How many layers did I put in here? I mean, I've unrolled this twice now. I'm going to keep going till it's full, but I think it'll be easier here in the center. I could do this while I'm watching TV or something. My brother will get a kick out of this. What are you doing with that toilet paper, Meri? Sometimes he just shakes his head at some of the stuff we do. Like I'll go in, grab his cigarette boxes. I don't know. Cereal boxes, I'll bring them in. He likes to buy his hamburgers at the local butcher up, not in our town, but where we go grocery shopping. He'll buy the hamburgers at the butcher shop, and they have them wrapped up in cellophane, but they put them in a box that has a nice, I call it a kit box because it opens like a kit, K-I-T. And so I'll grab those boxes when they're empty and gesso them and put my art stuff in it. He just laughs. I asked him the other day, he went to get more hamburger. And I said, why don't you ask that butcher if he'd give me some empty boxes, some new ones? And my brother didn't want to ask. He was kind of wrinkled up his nose like, if you want that, you have to ask yourself. Like, I'm not going to do that. He was too chicken to ask the butcher for me. I said, forget it, I'll ask him myself. Now I want lunch, Linda says. I'll bet Linda is kind of hungry, though. It's lunchtime where she lives. I have the recipe. It only takes 6 ingredients. Yeah, rolls are pretty, you have flour and yeast and water and a little sugar to activate the yeast, a little, I made a lot of bread, a little oil, salt. Let's go a little faster, Mary. I might only get one done by 8 o'clock. I put a bun with seeds on top in the oven until it's nice and crispy. Yum. Sesame seeds? You use sesame seeds? I use sesame seeds on my pretzels when I make pretzels. Those are yummy. Now you're getting me in the mood to make some pretzels. Except I probably won't because I need to run to the post office this morning and I want to watch Dee Dee. I like to watch Dee Dee on Monday mornings. Let's see if I can't work a little faster here. I put a bun with seeds on top in the oven until it's nice and crispy. Hi, Christy. Good morning. I'm lagging way behind in chat, but I see you. Good morning. McGlinda has a bun in the oven. Kimberly, you're funny lady. A bun in the oven. That has a different connotation than homemade dinner rolls. Yes, Linda, you can do almost anything with them. Add garlic, cheese, and make pizza dough, hamburger or hot dog buns. Press that down good. I suppose one could take this toilet paper and put it through the blender and make a paste and then smush the paste into here rather than sit here and do it by layers. Maybe I'll look for an old blender at the Goodwill store. You think that would work? Kind of make you a paper mache type thing? Might make a mess. It'd be fun to try it. They're saying good morning to Christy. Hi, Journey. Good morning. Journey's in the house. Christy's in the house. Well, I would invite you over, Mary, but it would be really cold before you could get there. That's okay. You can make a fresh batch. I'll just make some pretzels. I have to say, though, when I make those pretzels, they will fill me up. I eat cornflakes. They don't fill me up. Cornflakes don't fill me up. Oatmeal fills me up. But I eat cornflakes just because I have to have something in the morning for breakfast. But, yeah, oatmeal will fill me up. Oatmeal cookies will fill me up. I would just as soon have oatmeal cookies, but I have to bake those. My brother likes them with raisins. Those he'll eat more of. He likes the oatmeal cookies with the raisins in them. I'm getting there. I'm going to be very interested to see if this pulls out without it falling apart. I'm trying to smush it down, make a paste out of it. Let's see, Journey saying hello to everybody. Pancakes you can freeze too. Yeah. Now that's something we don't make too often, pancakes. I think because we got the waffle iron. I don't know. We have trouble with like our hash browns sticking. What do you guys do with sticky hash browns? And we make cheese sandwiches in the skillet. We have trouble with our bread sticking. Now, my brother has a panini maker, so we end up making our cheesy sandwiches in the panini maker, the sandwich maker, and it works fine. And I honestly think it's the skillet. I tell him he needs a new skillet. That stops him in his tracks. He isn't going to go buy a new skillet when we have a perfectly good one at home. So we make our cheesy sandwiches in the panini maker, which is okay. Yeah, I don't like food in a box either. It tastes funny. Yeah. I don't know. I suppose they have to add some type of preservative just because it's commercial. I'd rather bake. I would rather bake. But I have to be in the mood to bake. I have to be in the mood. Boy, it's taken a long time to do this, isn't it? I'm only going to do this one, I think. I want to do a tulip one. Tulip one shouldn't take that long. What time is it? It's 6:30. I don't know how this one got so dark in there. I must have had something on the paintbrush. I thought my paintbrush was clean. Oops. Let's do one more pad of paper here. You just got to kind of chuckle the things we do. The things we do for art. Should probably tear it this way first. The things we do to get a little paper flower. I still think you could put this in a blender. Get one of those little magic bullets. You don't have to make a great big quart size. Get one of those little magic bullets things. Has a little cup to it. Blend it up real fast. Just water and tissue. I'm going to look for one at the thrift store. I don't know about the magic bullets, but there should be blenders at the thrift store. Aunt Beck, did you go to Cracker Barrel? Yes, we did. It was yummy. I love going there. Aunt Beck says we do too, but it's not really on our diet. Oh, I'm making, you guys have probably answered her. I'm making a little flower mold with the tissue paper embellishment flower mold just by wetting the tissue paper and pressing it in here. It takes a lot of tissue paper to get it all stuck together. And then you got to let it dry. Now, Barbara was telling me I could pull it out. She said, or was it Nancy, said that she pulled it out while it was still wet. Eileen McGinnis pulled hers out while it was still wet. So I might try that when I get to a good point here. I might try it again. This is sopping wet. I got juicy water here. It should be in there pretty good. It should be in there pretty good. It takes a lot of water. Air circulation is the key. I think I would just put the TP in some water and make it mushy, and then I'd put it in the mold. Yeah, that is, I was thinking about that, Aunt Beck. I might try that, but I'm doing it the way I saw it done in the video. So, but I agree. This is almost taking too long. We could try this. Let's just try squirting some water. Let's put some more tissue paper down, just squirting it with water. See if I can make some mush. Let's make some mush on my desktop. I sure have used a lot in that little mold. I mean, like this is like the third or fourth time I've done this. But this might fill this up real fast. I'll put some in my tulip. My tulip should go easier because I don't have all those little pointy things, the little petals. Let's squirt it. Let's squirt it with my... Let's make some mush. Aunt Beck said, I just want to make some mush. And I said, I'll do it right here on my desktop. Ooh. Now that worked pretty good. Let's pack her in there. I like that idea, Aunt Beck. That's working pretty good. Got a lot of water there. I might have to get a paper towel and kind of, as I work here. Wait a minute. Let me get my... I might have too much water there. It's kind of blotted a little. Well, there, we filled it up fast. But we don't want so much water that... Now, Nancy, Artsy Wannabe Nancy said that she watched Eileen McGinnis, and Eileen popped hers out of the mold while it was still wet. I think I'll let this set for just a little and fill the tulip. I think the key is getting it packed in. The tulip should pack easier than this did. Boy, this is really wet. I'm going to sop some of this up. Let's put some pressure on it. Let's get it packed in there good. I might put some of this back in here. I don't know what I'm doing. You guys, you know me. I come and try all these things, and you guys give me advice, and I try it. Let's do some more. Let's just pull it like we did a piece of lettuce. Let's shred some lettuce. This is much faster. See, Aunt Beck, she comes in and tells me what to do and gets me started on the right track. What are we doing here? Aunt Beck says, I just got here and she was already working on them. Teresa's making coffee. Crafters should get government environment grants for recycling we do. Yes, we should. Just think. We could probably make money at just getting a grant. Dee Dee's going to show a beautiful journal that she made for her. Oh, really? Dee Dee's going to show a journal this morning? What kind of skillet is it, Mary? I don't know. My brother, I didn't buy the skillet. My brother and his significant other had it for years. I don't know what they got. It's a coated skillet. I don't want to say it's Teflon. I'm thinking it's probably Tefal. And yeah, I know all the warnings. I know all the warnings. Let's squirt this again. We don't have cast iron. Well, my brother has one little cast iron that he likes to use for something or other he made. I don't know what he made the other day. He used his cast iron. He wouldn't let me wash it. I wanted to wash his skillet. He said, just wipe it out, Mary. You don't need to wash cast iron. I'm going, yuck. I wanted to wash it and then re-grease it. You know, I know about cast iron, but I still would want to wash out the grease. I let him do what he wants. I said, you eat out of it. I'm not eating anything out of it. I would think there has to be some type of bacteria growing in there somehow. I let him eat it. Maybe he just lives on bacteria. I don't know. I love my brother. I don't know what I'd do without him. He can't hear me talking in here. He's deaf. He's not awake yet anyway. I don't know what I'd do without him giving me a roof above my head. I'd be homeless. I'd be homeless. I admit it. But I also think it kind of gives him a purpose. He lost his significant other in 2013. And he lived a couple years alone by himself. And I don't think he liked it very well. He doesn't say, but I think he likes having somebody puttering around the house. Although I probably make more of a mess in here than he expected. All right. Well, I'm going to use this old painty towel on this to kind of absorb some of it. I think that's kind of too wet. I'm going to throw the rest of this away. I think that probably will pretty well do it. Let's see what I have here. Let's see what I have. And then if this works, I'll continue making these this morning. Maybe they probably won't be dry tonight. I was hoping maybe I could use them on. Yeah, see, they're not gonna pop out for me. I think I have to let them dry before I pop them out because they're coming out in layers. Well, maybe. Sort of. This one got pretty dirty right there. Can you see it? It got dirty there. I don't know what I did. I can paint that. I think my paintbrush had some lead or something on it. But it's yeah. I could probably take this bottom layer off because it's not, this layer didn't stick in there. I feel like I should put just a little bit of flour or something, F-L-O-W-R, F-L-O-U, F-L-O-U-R, or a paste or a glue. We'll let that dry, and then I'll probably paint it. Let's see if I can get the tulip out. Yeah, it's doing the same thing. I might have to wait and let them dry. See, this one, I just pressed it in, and it's not as even. I got the shape of the tulip, but it's curvy. It's not flat. And you know what? I don't need this I don't need it this thick. Let's pull that off. I can kind of shape this. Let's put it back in there and shape it a little more. Oops. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to either mush it down a lot more or just layer it, because it's kind of lumpy when I just mush it up like that. It kind of comes in lumps. And when you layer it, it's not as lumpy. I'm thinking you could blend it, though, because I just mushed it, and it's kind of lumpy. I'm thinking if you put it through like a little blender and make a pulp. I'm just talking. But we don't need it that thick. That's the thing. I was making them thick as candies. Yeah, it's pulling apart for me. I think I need it in more layers than lumps. I got lumps here. I got lumps and bumps. It's okay to have a lump. And this one got ew. I think that's just tissue. I must have had paint or something on my brush. I'm going to try something here. Gold! Get out the gold. Gold fixes everything. Gold. I can't stand that black. I like it better already, but let's put that away. Maybe this will dry enough to do a couple on Lisa's Pick 10 tonight. And I don't need them this thick. That's the other thing. I think I'm making them too thick. There. I like him a lot better. Oops. I like him a lot better. He needs to dry, though. We'll leave him out all day. You ever see a gold tulip? The tulip's kind of bumpy. It looks like a piece of bread dough. But we'll go ahead and finish him. I suppose there are yellow tulips. I don't know if I've ever seen gold ones. We'll let him be too. All righty. That was fun. What you guys chatting about? Just pieces, green nails, and wood. My friend made hers. Hi, Violet. Good morning. She's getting ready for work. Have a good day at work this morning, Violet. A lot of ladies come in, they're getting ready for work, and they come in and say good morning. Yep, I'm making little tissue paper embellishments. I really worked and worked and worked on this. Whoops, worked and worked and worked on that one. This, I think the idea would work just to mush it together, but I think I needed to tear it up finer and layer it in a little bit more. I don't have it layered enough. It looks like bread dough. What are you guys building? Screen frame for drying paper. Oh, yeah. I could kind of put them like this on let the air. Well, I don't know. Yeah. Get out the cookie sheet, I guess. The cookie thing. You'd let it dry in the molds? Yeah. I was going to do that, Aunt Beck, but then Artsy B. Nancy said that Eileen McGinnis just pulled hers out while they were wet. So I thought I'd try it because I'm impatient. She put a layer of glue on the top after it was dry. Oh, well, I can still do that. A layer of glue. Oh, where that came from. I could still put a layer of glue on it. Thank you, Nancy. You could look on eBay. You probably have one reasonably priced. Does anyone know where I can find a reasonably priced decal for paper making? My mom bought me a full set of the Copper Chef cookware for Christmas. Ooh, cool, Teresa. You have to re-season them, too. I usually just try heating and rubbing with cooking oil. You're talking about the cast iron ones. My mom used cast iron. I did a couple times when I was younger, but that's a lot of work to keep those things clean and oiled and all of that. I stopped using them. I broil a lot of my meat. When I eat meat, like we broil our steak under the broiler. The only thing we really fry are hamburgers, and we could probably even broil those if we wanted to. Aunt Beck retracted a message. Oh, what did you, something at Joggles? Let's see what Aunt Beck Googled. Ooh, bird cages? Bird cages? Cool. I just bought one you might like. Check out Bo Bunny called Romance Stamp. Oh, does all it stick together with only water? I was wondering that too, Linda, but Nancy said that Eileen puts a layer of glue on top after they dry. So I might try that. I think that's the answer to that. I have no glue in it. I was wondering too, but the videos I watched did not put glue in it. I think I would want to almost put glue in it, but it could be kind of messy, I think. Someone in Tanya's room said she used a marble and a largemouth bottle to pulse paper. Oh, like oh, what do they call that thing? Mortar and pestle type thing. She turned it over and popped it out. I did a paper clay one a while back. I liked it. Pancakes needed a cured skillet that's very hot before you put the batter down. Yeah, we probably don't get it hot enough. But we have trouble with our hash browns too, and I really do think it's the skillet. I think it's the skillet. Well, let's look at my checklist here. I played with that. What did I do with my checklist? Where's my checklist? I might play with this some more later this morning. Just, I don't know. Tissue molds is what I'm called them. So the other thing I wanted to work on this morning were die cuts and my tube book. And I think I got to get my tube book ready for tomorrow night. I'm behind them. I don't have my end caps on, but I might do that tomorrow morning. I think what I'm going to do, I just have a few minutes left. Let's kind of dry this table off a little. I think I'm going to cut some more of those little button dies because I want to send some to Beth. That was kind of fun to do. Let's get my mold. I have my mold out here. It cuts and embosses at the same time. And I can do that with scrap papers. I've got a whole bunch of scrap papers. And let's see, I want the, oh, I put the plastics in the, oh, let me get the, I think I only need one. And I open it up, I remember now. And I'll just do these and then we'll call it a day. I didn't get everything done, but I never get everything done. I still have things I want to do. Let's get some scrap papers out of it. Let's see if I remember right. If I remember right, let's put my phone over here. I don't have room for everything. Let's put my phone way over. Oh, welcome to folks who come in. I really haven't been watching chat too much, but welcome to folks who come in. Let's try some music paper and some of this mosaic paper. That might make pretty buttons, some music paper buttons. Let's see how that works. What else do I have in here? I have some painty paper. What's this? Have you ever tried to emboss vellum? I'm going to try that. It'll probably crack it. It'll probably crack it. That's just an old piece of vellum that I got at a garage sale. Some scrapbook paper. I'm going to try different kinds of paper with these buttons. I'm just looking in my scrap box. I'm just looking in my scrap box, my scrap bag. What else do I have here? What's this? No, I don't want to use that. How about some wax paper? How would that look? Ever try to emboss wax paper? It'll probably crack that too. that we will experiment. Nothing like trying it out and seeing what I have. Can emboss some of these envelopes for Tanya. Here's some scrap, but that's enough. Alrighty. And if I remember right, let me move my die cut up machine up a little. If I remember right, I have to take the first layer off here. And I just use one. Let me move this box out of the way, or I will spill it. And then I'll have pencils all over the floor. Alrighty. I'm just going to try different kinds of paper. These are kind of little medallion buttons. It embosses and cuts them at the same time. Interesting. So let's try the security envelope. I'm just going to tear it in half. And tear this. We'll save the window for Tanya. Totally junk journal. And we want to emboss this side. Put it this way, I think. And put the shimmy shim on it. If I remember right. Knocking things over. Yeah, got things in my lap. See what happened to my security envelopes. Woohoo! Where's my... Come on. Oh, it's kind of pretty. And I suppose you could like rub some ink over that, bring out the... Let's try that. I got one of those little ink pads. You got to get them out of there. Come on. Let's where's my little ink pads? Oh, I swear I need more room. Let's try the yellow one. Oh, let's try the pink one. It won't hurt to do it on the back of that. I have the worst trouble getting these little distress pads open. They never want to open for me there. Let's try just seeing if I can't bring some of that out a little. It kind of cuts it too, right there, and I'm not sure if it's supposed to. I don't know. I like them. I like them. Oops. Kind of got some ink on the back. Okay, so I'm gonna cut a whole lot before I ink them. So there's the security envelope. Let's do another one. or two. I don't have a whole lot of embellishment stuff like this. I need to get with the times here. I don't know if this will fit. I'm getting hungry though. Those cornflakes are sounding pretty good about now. Now, I wonder how to get this out of here though. Got a trick for getting these out? Kind of at the edge here without bending them. All right, we'll just keep going. I'm going to throw this, could be scrapped. This could be glued down, collaged down, but I'm tossing them. I probably don't have to do it twice. I probably only need to do it once. But oh well. Well, that's kind of pretty. Ink it before I emboss it. All right, let's try a different kind of paper, Meri said. Meri's playing. Meri's playing. I want to try this wax paper, see what happens with my wax paper. It's kind of got acrylic paint on it from who knows when. Sometime long ago in my art history past. Let's try it and see what happens. You guys are probably giving me all sorts of advice and I'm not reading it. Let's see what happened to my waxy paper ones. Oops. Ooh, they're kind of pretty. If I can get them out, that's my problem, is getting them out of here. Where's my pokey tool? Where's my pokey tool? And I'll tell you, this pokey tool is my lifesaver. There he comes. That's kind of pretty. Wax paper, button shape, button, flower, floral embellishment thing. I think the pokey tool is the best way to get these out. I don't know. Let's try some with the kind of a clear. I'm just tearing this stuff. I want to try the clear and the yellow, I think. stripy paint. See how that looks. You guys are probably bored stiff. Sorry. Sorry. Don't mean to bore you. But I'm having fun. But I'm having fun. Oh, that one came right out. Ooh, I kind of like that. It's got a little paint on it, but a little clear wax paper too. A lot of trash. This one's pretty. Kind of delicate. Whatever. Might look good on a page. Let's try something else. I'm curious to know how that vellum, if it will crack. I'm thinking vellum will crack. Yeah, where did I do with that sheet of vellum? A very scary Halloween. A very scary night awaits. I got all this scrap paper in my lap. You guys, I'm just talking to myself. Let's try the scary Halloween one. Well, maybe to give thanks. Yeah. I don't know how much I need. I guess that'll do it. I really don't like working with vellum a lot. I wrote on that one that Lynn sent me, but I'm talking about gluing and pasting and all of that. It doesn't. You can't get it wet. Put wet glue on it and you've ruined your vellum. Woo! That came out pretty good. Oh, it didn't crack too bad. It's got the words on it. I suppose if you do it right, you get words embossed on there. I just got the E on it. EKS. It didn't crack. I didn't get it all on there either. I was curious. We'll save the others for another time. I'm not going to do any more wax paper ones. Let's do one of these. I'm just playing. I'm just playing because I can. What time is it? 7:09. I've got a few more minutes yet to play. Of course, my room is a mess. There go all my markers off on the floor. This was just scrap paper that had paint splattered on it. That one's kind of pretty. Scrap paper. I'm just testing the scrap paper. Let's do this mosaic one, though. That should be pretty. The mosaic one should be pretty. That came out of a Ken Fassat. Is that how you pronounce this name? He's that famous knitter and designer. I'm going to do this both ways, I think. Put it this way and then turn it around. And I'm not paying attention to which one is getting embossed and which one's getting debossed. I'm just talking to myself. Because I can't see chat. Oops, there goes the pokey tool on the floor. Oh, that's pretty. I knew those would be pretty. I like that one. I guess I'll have to do more out of that book. Come on. You're almost there. Oh, I like those. Those are cool. Let's do the other side. If I can get them out of it in here. If I can. I think I can. Yeah, my room's a mess. My room's a mess. But I'm having fun. That's all that counts. Oh, I'm liking those. Let me pick up my pokey tool. Where did it go to? That was my spatula, my palette knife that fell. Where's my pokey tool? It's here somewhere. I'm liking these. Kind of a slow going, but they're pretty. They're pretty. I like them. I might even save that for my scrap bin. I'm going to do the music one and then I'll quit. What happened to my pokey tool? Let's do a music one. Yeah. I'm not sure how these are going to go. We will see. Last one. Last one. Oh, I kind of like them. Can I get it out? And come on. Yeah, I need my pokey tool. I don't know what I did with my pokey tool. Alrighty, let's put this down out of my way after everything off of my desk has been shoved away, shoved off of my desk to do this. Because I only got 3 feet of working space. Yeah. Alrighty, let's see. I was just playing. I think I'll save this too. There's my pokey tool. So, die cuts. So I didn't get to the tube book, and I didn't get to Beth's. I wanted to write the nursery rhyme for Beth. The Scrap Man's done, but so I showed my totally junk journal. I did some collaging in my book. I showed you my knitting progress. I did my tissue molds. I did the die cuts. Gold paint bobby pins. I painted my bobby pins gold. And I opened Nana's Happy Mail. I put it away. What did I do with it? I put it away. I put it across the room so I wouldn't lose it. So that's what I got done today. I'm pretty happy with it. The only thing I didn't get done is I need to work on my 2 books, and I want to finish writing the rhyme for Beth, the Scrap Man rhyme. I put the heart on mine, though, and I did some collaging. Let's look at chat. Are you all bored? Got 27 people in here. My goodness sakes. Bye, Teresa. Have a great day. Coffee's ready. My coffee's cold, Aunt Beck. You want to warm it up? Have a great day, Aunt Beck. Get some rest. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Beth Schuler. You had company all last week, and they're going home today, so now you can come out and play after you clean up the house. Boy, I know. You would see this room, you would make me clean up the house. Good to see you, Beth. Hi, Roesta. No, not on board here. Hi, Jacqueline. Welcome, welcome. Well, good morning. We close on our land tomorrow. Yeah, Aunt Beck. Have a safe trip down there or over there or wherever you're going there. Good for you. I'm glad you're closing on it. Now we got to get your other house sold so that you can come out and play. Violet says, anyone else is going to be going live today? Well, Lisa will be going live tonight at 7 o'clock Central. Dee Dee Willingham. Violet, do you ever watch Dee Dee Willingham? She comes on around 7:30 Central, 8:30. She spends about a half an hour of saying good morning and chatting. And then around 9 o'clock, I think she starts doing her art. 9 o'clock Eastern time. I try to get off of here by 7:30 Central, 8:30 her time. And Beth, are you going to be doing any live today? Yeah, we enjoy when Aunt Beck is. I caught Beck yesterday. I caught Aunt Beck yesterday. Anyone else see? Let's see. Linda says, bye, Becky. Jacqueline said, good morning. Jacqueline, I didn't get to see you too much until the very end because I was playing with this die cutter, but welcome in here. Hope you come back. Lynn is in the house. Hi, Lynn. Good morning. Linda McAllister says she's busy this week with this cut fabric. Now you got me curious. Maybe a thin fabric, maybe a thin, stiff fabric. I would think it would, I'm really curious. Does anybody know if the die cuts cut fabric? I think the Tim Holtz, the Vagabond would, but I don't know if the Big Shot, will it cut fabric? These are thinlets, though. So it would probably depend on your dye too, and how detailed it is. If it's real detailed, it probably won't do a good job on cutting fabric because fabric is a weave. But, you know, it might fray. But if it's not too detailed, it might look pretty nice if it cut it. Beth is saying, woot woot. Welcome, Beth. Faithful Miss is heading into work. Have a great day at work, Faithful Miss, if you're listening in. Teresa had to go eat breakfast. She's going to go make some bacon. Faithful Miss usually listens in on her way to work. And I always wondered about that till last Friday. I had to go mail some letters, and I did a little urban sketching, and Barb Owen came on, and I was still on my Verizon unlimited data, and I got her. I was really surprised because I was surprised it came in because I was kind of way out in the country, but she came in good. And so I set my phone over in the writer's side, and I just listened to Barb Owen on the way home. So that's kind of what I think some of the gals who commute do. Oh, yeah, you watched Lynn make those potato chip bag flowers yesterday? Those were neat, weren't they? She die cut those too, didn't she? I don't know if I have any flower dies. I'm just a beginner die cutter. I don't have a whole lot of things. But I'm really happy with these little buttons. That's right up my alley. I'm really happy with the mosaic colorful ones. This was a mosaic. I'm really happy with those. And you rub some, let me try that. Let's just try a little black on them. Let's just try a little, of course it's the bottom one. Let's try a little black across here. I gotta put it down. Ooh. Oh, I'm loving that. I'm loving it. Yep. And let's see. Let's try the black on. Well, that's black enough. Let's try the black on one of these vellum ones. That's kind of pretty. Well, see, this I got it chopped off on the side here, but you could tuck it into a side, make it look like it's peeking out of a corner. That's kind of cool. That's the vellum one. Now you got me playing. I was going to say goodbye to everybody. This was just a piece of scrapbook paper that I painted. This is just cardstock. That's kind of, it's pretty after you ink them up. What else do I have here? I have those wax paper ones. Let's try a wax paper one. This is the back. Let's try the other side. I'm not as impressed with the wax paper one being inked. Well, maybe I'm just not doing it right. It feels flatter to me. The wax paper does not feel like it's embossed as much. I'm loving these mosaic ones. I gotta play. Gotta put it down, Mary. Go watch TV. You're going to show a journal this morning. All right, let me put the lid on my ink. Say good morning to all of you. Mary, you can put the ink on your dies before you run them through, too. Oh, what a cool idea, Aunt Beck. I'll try that. What a great idea. They look like rosettes. I really love these mosaic-y ones. Those come out of a Ken Fassat. He's a needle pointer designer, but he has his book of mosaics, like garden mosaics, tables and planters and stuff like that. Of course, I only tore one page out of it. I'll probably have to tear some more pages out. So, and I'm going to let these dry. see if I can't pulp some. I'm going back to the Goodwill tomorrow and see if I can't find me a blender or something, food processor type thing. Maybe I can pulp some paper in there, some tissue in there. Never hurts to try. Okay, everybody. Thank you for peeking in on a Monday morning. Mary's playing. I got more little rosettes here. So have a great day. Violet says, so cut a bit bigger one, cut a slit on the petal parts and get them a bit wet so that they curl. Add 2 more smaller ones, add a button or a bead. Are you talking about these, Violet? Are you talking about the little rosettes? See, this cutter wants to cut on this side, and I don't think that's normal. I notice on some of these papers it wants to cut because it doesn't cut the entire thing. Bye, Linda. Oh, she talking to Journey? Violet, what is the name of the YouTube for Lynn? It's Lynn Wright. Let me get her channel here for you real fast. Let me get it for you. I should have it right in here. L-Y. I'll put a link to Lynn's channel. Maybe. Wait, do I have that right? It's Lynn Wright, but I don't have the... Let me go to my history here. And I was watching it. Hopefully it goes back far enough. It might have wiped out my history. Spring hop history. I'm getting there. I watched a lot of videos over the weekend. Watched spring hop videos. Aunt Becca's probably going right there. I'm going to find it because I want it. There's Beth Schuler. Jerry's Autorama. Where did I watch her? I watched her last week. Aunt Beck. Mark, 70 acres. The Art Bar. You can see what I've been watching. Beth Schuler. I did a urban sketch. I watched Barb Owen on Friday. When did I watch Lynn? Here she is. Took me a while. I'll put it in there for anybody who wants it. I'll try to put it in my description box too. Oh, see, Aunt Beck got it. But I'm going to put it in my description box. I needed to find it. There you go. Thank you, Aunt Beck. It takes me a while to find that stuff on my phone. They always beat me to it. But that's quite all right. I appreciate you guys sharing the links. All right, I need to go. Everybody have a really great day. If you have a little time, do some art. Wait, Marianne, I just saw your comment. You said still no Zoom for me. Marianne, you have to send me your email address. Did you message me your email address? You found the link, but YouTube won't let me post it. Bummer. Oh, yeah. Because you're not, Violet, you're not only the moderators can post links. But Marianne, I need you to, send me your email. Oh, on Facebook you did? Or did you send it to me in email? Because I didn't see it. Bye, Beth. How did you send it to me, on Facebook or in email? Oh, okay. Okay, thanks, Marianne. I'll pass that along to Jeri. Let me write that down, and then I want you to wait. Let me write it down, and then I want you to retract it after I get it written down. MABQSTP. Okay, it could be the Yahoo. I think the Yahoo might have something to do with that too. Okay, Marianne, would you retract your email address so it won't show? Can you do that? You know how to retract a message so it won't process out in the chat after it goes live? There you go. That way you won't get spam email. I wrote it down, and I will pass that along to Jeri, and we'll make sure that you're either on there, or if you're not on there, we'll work with you to figure out why. But we won't be Zooming again until the third week in April. But we want to get you out there too. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for calling it to my attention, because, yeah. Okay, everybody. Have a great day. Take some time if you have it and do some art. Bye.